My next guest has inked herself in the memories of many viewers and tattoo enthusiasts. She starred in the popular VH1 series Black Ink Crew, Chicago, where she quickly became a fan favorite, gaining over 1.3 million followers on social media. Her realism and portrait style of tattoos has many fans, including huge celebrities like Idris Elba, Trey Songz, and Faith Evans. Joining me now is tattoo artist Katrina Cat Tat Jackson. Katrina, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for the lovely introduction.
We're so happy to have you. So you left Black Ink Crew back in 2017. You grew your own brand, but then recently returned to the franchise. So tell us about your recent decisions.
Yeah, so choosing tattooing as a career, having a TV platform was just an amazing opportunity. Being from Chicago, there's not many hit reality shows that have made it out of the city, and for Chicago to be such a successful show and to now be 7 seasons strong, it was just the platform that I needed to further chase my goals. So having that platform allowed me to move to Los Angeles with a national following, and people follow me on my journey to Los Angeles. But obviously the show was Black in Chicago, so that didn't really fit my LA dreams. So I walked away for some time, and now the Los Angeles opportunity has presented itself. So it wasn't TV that I was running from. It was just, relocating didn't really work out for Chicago at the time, but everything came full circle, and I'm very excited to be back.
Well, we have a clip for our viewers, and I'll talk to you on the other side, Katrina.
After moving to LA, I decided that it was time for me to become my own boss. And in 2018, I opened up Enigma, which is my dream shop. And I brought on the most amazing tattoo artists with me so that we can all grow and learn from each other.
I love that. And we should mention, you were the first Black woman to own a tattoo business in Beverly Hills. What were some of the challenges you may have faced there?
Just the community itself, having, let alone not just being a Black woman, but just being a tattoo shop period in the first one in that community just was not very welcoming. The parking lot and everything like behind the shop was just very chaotic at times. And I myself, along with every artist that works in my shop, is an artist of color. So we did deal with like a lot of racial slurs and, a lot of unwelcoming things like that in the beginning. But we just didn't let that affect us. We didn't get, knocked down by that, and we just kept pushing forward. And, now we pretty much own the block. So everybody that is in that area kind of knows about the tattoo shop, and it's just very welcoming to us. But yeah, I was just pushing through that doubt and that negativity and some of the racism that came along with the area.
I'm so sad to hear that there is racism and colorism in the tattoo industry, because I would think it's such a liberating space. Can you talk to me about some of the stigmas that you've had to face, not only as a Black tattoo artist, but a female?
Yeah, so the term that a lot of people back in the day, I've been tattooing for over 12 years now. So I remember in the beginning, Black tattoo artists were looked at, called scratchers. That's what we were looked at as, because they looked at us as if we were unprofessional, like we just tattooed out of our basements. But that's because it was pretty much like impossible for an artist of color to get a apprenticeship at one of the white shops. The industry has changed a lot, and I think a lot of it has to do with shows like Black Ink, who showcase Black tattoo artists in a professional setting, in an actual tattoo shop. Where it's kind of changed over the years, where now we are looked at and taken more seriously in this industry. But in the beginning, I remember walking into a tattoo shop just like, hey, I want to learn, I want to be a tattoo artist, and kind of just being laughed at, like not taken seriously. Even with the tattoo conventions, a lot of African-American tattoo artists were almost scared to go to conventions because it's not a welcoming environment. Like, you have to be a professional to be there. You have to have those licenses and everything. So when you see a Black person set up in a convention, you just automatically think like, oh, is it another scratcher here? But I've watched that change so much over the years, and I'm happy to be a female-owned, Black-owned tattoo shop right in Beverly Hills, because I didn't want to do anything on a low level. I wanted to take us top-notch, elite, and just show that we can compete with everybody else.
Katrina, you are breaking barriers. Just that story you told me, you are a trailblazer within your own right. I love what you're doing within the tattoo industry. Of course, like I mentioned earlier, you have a huge social media following. You have been posting your adorable son. You seem so proud, as you should be. How has motherhood transferred your tattoos and just your approach as a tattoo artist?
Yeah, so just with owning a shop and everything, like my whole goal was just to think smarter. I think having a child now and having the second on the way has just matured me as a business owner. Like it's no longer about, how many tattoos I can do per week. It's about being a smarter business owner and making better decisions so that I can step away from the business and pay attention to my small babies and my fiance and really focus on being a family woman. So it's definitely matured me in a beautiful way that I would have never even imagined.
Well, your son is so cute, and I've heard you have another one on the way. So congratulations.
Yes.
You look amazing. You are glowing. Please come back. And really, you are a true trailblazer in your space. Thank you so much. Tattoo artist.